Hello everyone and welcome again to another video. Okay, so this video is actually a continuation on the lesson that we talked about last week. Okay, so for a review, I will be showing the different slides that we have been or we have already discussed last week. Okay, so that was what are pronouns. Okay, so just for a quick review, what are pronouns? So pronouns are words that are used to take the place of nouns in sentences. Okay, so these are used to take the place of nouns in sentences. Again, person, place, things, animals, events, and ideas. Okay, so those are used or pronouns are used to take the place of nouns. Okay, so for example, let's just repeat the example last time. So Mrs. Cornelia teaches EPP. Instead of using Mrs. Cornelia, we can use the pronoun she because in the second sentence, she is a pronoun that takes the place of the noun Mrs. Cornelia. Okay, next. Why do we need to use pronouns? Again, we use pronouns to make sentences clearer, less awkward, and smoother to avoid repetition so that we will not keep on repeating the certain name of a person or place or thing, animal. We can use pronouns so that it will not sound awkward and it will make sentences clearer as well. Okay, so now we will be talking about what we discussed last time. Again, we discussed about personal pronouns. So the three different kinds of personal pronouns are first, subject pronoun, second, object pronoun, and third, possessive pronouns. Okay, so kinds of personal pronouns. First, subject pronoun. So when you say subject pronoun, this takes the place of a noun as the subject of the sentence. So always remember that a sentence's subject is the person or thing that performs the action of a verb. Okay, so again, first person, second person, and third person. These are the different kinds of subject pronouns that we're going to use. I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. Now, there are two functions of subject pronouns. First, they function as a subject nominative, which is used as the subject. So as what you can see there in our example, in the underlined words, those are pronouns. They are used as the subject. So let's just talk about one example. He practices hard to win the game. So he there is the one being talked about in the sentence. And that's why it's considered as subject nominative. Whereas in the next function, which is the predicate nominative, this is used as subjects but come after the linking verb or be verb. So let's just talk about one example here. So my best friend is she. So it always comes after the subject pronoun here is found after the linking verb is, are, was, were, or am. Okay, so in this example, my best friend is she. She here is the subject pronoun and it comes after the linking verb is. So that is still considered as a subject pronoun, but it functions as a predicate nominative. Okay? So next, object pronouns. So this is a personal pronoun that is normally used as an object, either as direct or indirect object of a verb or as the object of a preposition. So these pronouns always take the objective case, whether they are indirect object pronouns or direct object pronouns. Okay, so again, there are functions of object pronouns. But before that, we will be talking about the different object pronouns. So the different object pronouns: me, you, us, him, her, it, and them. All right. So different functions of object pronouns. Again, object of the verb, and the second, object of the preposition. Okay. So object of the verb, the object pronoun is found after the verb. So example, let's just talk about one example here. Mom and dad love us very much. Okay, so the verb here in the sentence, mom and dad love us very much, is love. And that is why the pronoun there is found after the verb us, and that is why it's considered as object of the verb, or the function of the object pronoun is the object of the verb. Now, the second function is object of the preposition. So when you say object of the preposition, the object pronoun is found after the preposition. So let's just talk about one example. Tommy left without her. So the preposition here is without, and the object pronoun here is her, which means to say that her here functions as the object of the preposition. Okay, next, possessive pronouns are words used to indicate that something belongs to someone or showing ownership. Okay, so these are the different possessive pronouns: my, mine, ours, yours, his, her, hers, its, their, and theirs. Okay, what are you going to take note again if we use possessive pronouns? First is that they come before a noun. Like for example here, my dog is sleeping. And other possessive pronouns stand alone. Like for example here, hers won the blue ribbon. So they just stand alone. Whereas here, you use possessive pronouns before noun. Okay? So if you want to learn more about the personal pronouns or an in-depth discussion of personal pronouns, you could check again the video discussion on personal pronouns. But now we will be talking about a new lesson, and this is all about the other kinds of pronouns. So there are still other kinds of pronouns that we will be talking about. Okay, one of this is first is the indefinite pronouns. Okay, so when you say indefinite pronouns, these are pronouns that refer to one or more unspecified people, objects, or places. Okay, again, refer to one or more unspecified, not specified. There is no definite number of people, objects, or places. Okay, so you always have to take note that number one, indefinite pronouns ending in one or body are used to refer to people. If there is one or body, then that's used to refer people. Another thing, indefinite pronouns ending in thing are used to refer to things. Okay, so they are used to refer to things. Okay, by the word thing. And indefinite pronouns ending in where are used to refer to places. Again, where. All right. Okay. Next, we are going to look at some list of indefinite pronouns that are found or that is being used. Okay, so here in singular form, always take note that this indefinite pronouns is very catchy, or it somehow makes you feel confused because it sounds plural, but actually it's a singular indefinite pronoun. So singular indefinite pronouns. Another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, little, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, other, somebody, someone, and something. Okay, for plural indefinite pronouns, we have both, few, many, others, and several. Okay, either of singular or plural according to how it is being used in the sentence. Okay, all, any, more, most, none, some, and such. Okay, so in order for you to understand these different lists, then we're going to use them in two sentences. Some. We're going to use some indefinite pronouns in two sentences. So here, examples. First, we finally moved to another apartment. So when you say another, again, it's used as a singular indefinite pronoun, or it functions as a singular indefinite pronoun. Okay, next. Several letters arrived this morning. So when you say several again, it's a plural indefinite pronoun. Okay, so next example. Indefinite pronouns that can be singular or plural. Most was rotten. Okay, so most was rotten, it's singular. And next, most would agree, and the function is a plural indefinite pronoun. Okay, so are there any questions with uh, indefinite pronouns? So I believe there are no questions. That's great. I hope that you are following through our lesson. Okay, so next, we shall proceed to the next, which is the demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so demonstrative pronouns represent a thing or things. First, these represent thing or things that are near in distance or time. Like, for example, this and these. And next is far in distance or time, that or those. Always take note that when you talk about demonstrative pronouns, this always talk about distance, near or far. Okay, so again, near, you use this and these. We will show the difference later on. Okay, but if it's far in distance, we use that or those. Okay, so the demonstrative pronouns are the following. This is a singular demonstrative pronoun used to point out something that is near in either distance or time. That, in the other hand, is a singular demonstrative pronoun that is used to point out far away, things that are far away in either distance or time. Okay, next, these is a demonstrative pronoun that is used to point out things that are near in either distance or time. And those are used to point out some things that are far in either distance or time. So always take note, singular demonstrative pronouns, this and these are used when the object is near. Again, this and these are demonstrative pronouns that are used to refer to objects that are near. When do we use this? So we use this if you are holding or that object is near you. Okay, so there, for example, this is my palm or hand. Okay, so this, you use this, but you use these when it's already plural. Example, these are my hands. Okay, so that is the difference between this and these. Okay, now for that and those, so that is used to point out something that is far away. So far away from us in either distance or time, but only one. Okay, for example, that is a good picture, and you are pointing at the picture from a distance. Or those are good paintings. You are pointing at the different paintings that are found far from you. So you are pointing. So again, demonstrative pronouns, you are just pinpointing. Okay, so to better understand this, I am going to show you this picture. Okay, so here and there. Okay, so when you say here, it's near you. You use this for singular and these for plural. There, for singular, you use that, and for plural, you use those. And when you say there, it's far away from you. Okay, so this hat. Okay, here or close. That hat, there, and not close. So that's the example found under. So next, these hats, many hats. Oh, you can see two hats there, and you say here, and it's close from you. But when you say those hats, there, and it's not close from you. Okay, so demonstrative pronoun identifies someone or something. Examples of the demonstrative pronouns: this is my chair. That is Richard's house. These are her pens. And those are migrating birds. Okay, so I hope that the demonstrative pronoun is understood, because we will be moving on to the next kind of pronoun, which is interrogative pronouns. So, interrogative pronouns, on the other hand, are used to ask questions. So, the interrogative pronouns represent the thing that we don't know or what we are asking the question about. So, these are the different demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so when you say who, these asks about the person. What asks about the object. When asks about the time. Where asks about the place. How asks about the manner. And why asks about the reason. Example, for who. Who are you? You are asking the name of that person. What? What is your name? Still the same, you are still asking the name of that person or a certain person. When asks about the time. When is the fiesta? Where asks about the place. Where do you live? How asks about the manner. How do you do? And why asks about the reason. Why are you late? So I hope that the three other kinds of pronouns are being understood. So we will be stopping from there. So again, the three kinds of pronouns we have, three other kinds of pronouns. We have indefinite pronouns and demonstrative pronouns. And of course, we also have interrogative pronouns. Okay, so when you say asks about the direction or pointing out something that's near or far, that is demonstrative pronouns. Very good. Okay, what about if we are asking or there is no definite or refer to no definite or not definite or unspecified people, objects, or places? Yes, those are indefinite pronouns. And lastly, what are those pronouns that are used to ask questions? Okay, you got that right. Those are interrogative pronouns. All right, so those are the other kinds of pronouns. I thank you for listening, and I hope that you understand the different other kinds of pronouns. Okay, so I hope that this video will help you in your studies. Okay, so I will see you next time. Thank you again for listening, and goodbye till the next video.